Hello everyone, Shortable here. Today we're going through some of Danish old creepypastas. Anyway, let's read the creepypastas now. Deloader takes the appearance of a completely blue cool model lacking any shading that is always pointing in the same direction. Deloader lacks any animations, always remaining in cool's default pose. Additionally, Deloader makes no noise. Before the 2024 Christmas event, Deloader took the appearance of a green square instead. Deloader was discovered by a speedrunner attempting to find potential bugs during a 15th floor solo practice run. It made an appearance on floor 14, cutting the practice run short and confusing the speedrunner. This was only possible because the speedrunner became distracted messing around on floor 12 and 13. If this had not occurred, Deloader would not have been seen for reasons described later in this article. Sightings since have been rare, as Deloader's summoning requires are not clear. Deloader, when present, will spawn extremely far from the map. It will slowly and silently float towards the closest player at a fixed rate, this rate being somewhat slow but hard to outrun, due to its unusual spawning location. It will take roughly 8 minutes to actually reach the map. Deloader lacks any collision with the map and will never despawn, even between floor transitions. This means Deloader will constantly chase the player forever until either catches them or they disconnect. After Deloader has spawned, the game will act much less stable. Glitches, including those that have been patched in the past, will occur more often. These effects will take hold even before Deloader reaches the map, meaning an increase in glitches is the way to know Deloader has spawned. If Deloader makes direct contact with the player, this causes you to fall onto the default base plate below the map as your Roblox avatar or a gray dummy. Depending on what version of the game you're playing on, from here the game is basically unplayable, forcing you to leave. This odd behavior and an unused information card is what earned Deloader its name. The exact method to summon Deloader is unknown. However, the following attributes are consistent among all current encounters. The run is a solo run. The player has reached floor 8 at a minimum. No messages have been sent in the chat. No rare twisteds have spawned. All other rarities above and below are fine. The player has encountered a bug of some sort. Duplicate twisteds, razzle and dazzle, ribbons spawning in improper locations, dangerous music continuing after the elevator closed, etc. The player has at least one healer in the inventory. Any of these points could be circumstantial and necessary criteria may be missing. As previously stated, the exact method of summoning Deloader is still unknown. Once Deloader has been summoned, it will not leave, even if the requirements are no longer met. The direction Deloader is facing upon spawning is seemingly random, but it is never noticeably tilted. Deloader, due to its lack of any obvious cues upon spawning, has a tendency to sneak up on unsuspecting players. It is theorized Deloader is some form of broken or unfinished anti-cheat, but is entirely unconfirmed. But there has been reports that encountering Deloader too many times may result in eraser of the game data, temporary bans, or hard crashes to the Roblox client. Deloader, during blackouts, does actually have an associated light source. This light source does not move with the Deloader, however, meaning it stays far away from the map and does not affect gameplay. This does not matter as Deloader is unaffected by lighting, always being visible when it should be unlit. There is an unused information card, likely associated with Deloader, viewable in the gallery. It is never used. But a cube with this texture is sometimes present, and replicated storage during server startup. This information card is Cool's information card, but lacks the illustration and a different color palette, but is missing an exclamation mark after their friends. This creepypasta belongs to Corner Vasilian. Honestly, I kind of enjoyed this one. It didn't really spook me, but the idea of your game breaking after encountering it really intrigued me, to be honest. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it, yeah. Small disclaimer, images in this one might be scary to some people. If you don't want to see this one, skip to whatever the hell it says on the screen here. These aren't really too scary, I just wanted to add this just in case if people are sensitive to horror images like this. You may continue now. Thank you. Distorted Toodles is an entity created by Casper Dangerald on YouTube. This entity has little information known about them, so adding any information about this entity is helpful. This entity is considered lost media. The only found footage is a media file link. I'll put the video here. Distorted Toodles appears as a Toodles model with fully black eyes. Its torso, arms, legs are separated by twisty strands of ichor. The video by the creator has limited bits of information, but the information we do have is Distorted Toodles can appear in other games alongside Dangerous. This entity appears in public roleplay servers. It creates a loud sound in the server which alerts you that it is in your server. Apparently, you can use the noise to the location of Distorted Toodles. There's a theory that Distorted Toodles is TV Toodles that escaped from the TV. Owner of Creepypasta is Casper Dangerous, as you know. I think it's pretty good, but the thing that made me actually add this was Lost Media. I love Lost Media. I love Lost Media. Lost Media. Rage Wrath is an irritable, seemingly sentient Connie with irregularly long arms and a strange blacked out face. When successfully summoned, the warehouse roleplay map will be replaced by the Four Corners room. This change is not reflected in the teleporting UI and is only shown once you actually attempt to teleport to the map. This new map will contain Rage Wrath without fail, so it appearing is a dead giveaway Rage Wrath has been summoned. Entering this map will also notably change the way the game appears. The player's UI will fade away, and they will be forced into first person. The saturation will also lightly increase. This practically leaves the player defenseless, being unable to teleport away, also making it so mobile users cannot communicate via the Roblox chat or leave the game via the menu. Computer players can still force open the Roblox menu by pressing escape if they wish to leave. Additionally, they can still use chat by pressing /. They will be unable to see what they are typing, but it will still work like normal. Rage Wrath cannot speak, but has been known to interact with hunters non-verbally, usually via gestures or summoning assets. Rage Wrath will initially act somewhat friendly and playful, but if irritated is known to have outbursts that simply result in players being kicked from servers. It is extremely easy to irritate Rage Wrath. Rage Wrath seems to be able to freely alter the environment around it, changing the properties of existing parts, models, assets. Rage Wrath also seems to be able to create new parts, but when it comes to inserting new models and assets, it is limited to one that exists in the Roblox marketplace or ones that already exist within Danny's role. It will often do this to communicate, play, or mess with hunters. On June 21, 2025, Danny's World went down for approximately 1 hour and 15 minutes, being placed under review by Roblox moderation. While this incident is later blamed on a Discord link placed in the lobby, true blame seemingly lies on Rage Wrath. A group of hunters provoked Rage Wrath, getting especially under its skin. It is unknown exactly what they did, but it resulted in Rage Wrath having what resembles a meltdown. This meltdown had bright flashing lights appear on the group's screen, while Rage Wrath rapidly injected random assets from the Roblox marketplace into the server. The meltdown culminated in Rage Wrath mass flagging the game to Roblox moderation for various reasons. Roblox moderation, overwhelmed by the sudden influx, temporarily placed the game under review, while the issue could be resolved. On May 3rd, 2025, a group of hunters summoned Rage Wrath successfully. The encounter went as normal, with Rage Wrath doing miscellaneous alterations to the map, acting somewhat friendly. Rage Wrath then inserted a new cube into the map. This cube made the team worry, as it was identical to the ones found in Subspace Maze. To the team's horror, more and more of the map was covered with Subspace Maze walls and cubes. Shortly after, fog began to close in, and Subspace with sword and music retained the play. So hunters that didn't leave in fear were ambushed by Dantebeat and taken to the punishment subplace. The server was shut down shortly after. By again, concerned Vasilian. Mixing things that actually happen with fiction will always be one of my favorite things that come out of Creepypastas. I really like this one. Concerned Vasilian is a swag writer. Yeah! Yeehaw! Why did I say that? Note, there will not be any images on this one, so I will use AI. I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding. You're just gonna get Dangerous gameplay. I will never use AI. Whoever uses AI, I hope you. I had a weird experience regarding me and my friend while playing Dangerous, so I'm here to share my story. I was bored one day, so I decided to hop on my favorite Roblox game, Dangerous. The lobby was filled at random as usual, but I decided I was going to go solo this time. However, one of my friends joined in and we decided to go duo, floor 1. I decided to choose V, and he chose Goob, since he liked distracting. On floor 1, A blackout happened from the get-go. I got annoyed as always, but looking back at it, it was pretty weird since blackouts can't happen on floor 1. While I was distracted in the second machine, my friend typed in chat,
I can't find any twisteds here.
Weird. I decided to use V's ability, seeing no twisteds as well, and replied with, maybe it's just Roger and Connie. And we both decided that was the case. My friend now decided to extract with me. After he finished the last machine, we rushed back to the elevator, advancing to floor 2. When Dandy appeared though, he had the nervous look he'd do when you don't buy from him. Which is another weird thing since this is only floor 2. His dialogue was still the same. When the elevator opened up to floor 2, another blackout happened. Very unlucky. This time I used V's ability again and saw no twists once more.
Man, why did I choose Goob with all these free 4s?
My friend typed, and I just replied with lol. We both decided to search for machines to extract from. My friend and I finishing 2 each and we went back to the elevator. Floor 3. Advancing to floor 3, 3 cards popped up, being Sparks Plug, Rehearsal, and Medical Attention. We chose Sparks Plug in case another blackout happens, and it did. Guess today wasn't my lucky day, but I decided to use V's ability once more, seeing no twists once again. At that point, we just both decided to shrug it off once more, since at least we got free Iker from the machines. While searching for the machines, we both seemed to have lost each other from wandering around in the blackout, but with V's passive, I decided to complete the last machine so we could find each other in the elevator. While extracting the last machine, I saw something creepy up behind me. I turned around and it was just my friend. Dude, you scared me there. Lol. I typed, and I spun around in a friendly manner, him doing the same. After I finished the last machine, we went back to the elevator. This time, Dandy didn't show up again, just leaving us in silence.
Weird.
My friend typed. I also found it weird, being a bit creeped out, but now deciding to continue on playing anyways. Another blackout happened. At this point, I was just getting annoyed, but at least V's passive could see machines. I used V's ability again, seeing no twists, and just went on with extracting machines with my friend. After I finished extracting the last machine, I started going back to the elevator, but while doing so, I heard a weird distorted noise coming from behind my tune. I heard it starting to get closer, and I immediately started running, since the elevator was far away. It got pretty tense, but the noise continued getting closer. I saw a glimpse of the tall thing that was chasing me as it covered my screen for a moment from chasing my tune. It would almost caught me, but then my friend pulled me into the elevator with Goob's ability, saving me. 4-5, the conclusion. What was that? I typed, just freaked out at this point. My friend didn't reply, so I typed again. Did you see that thing that was chasing me? Come on, speak to me, dude. I'm freaked out too. As I was going to type again, I looked up in the corner, my face becoming terrified at seeing the leaderboard only having my username. When the card animation finally finished, the last card dropped down to reveal my friend's tune, now with an eerie expression on its face, as his eyes seemed to be way more dilated and had a grin, only showing a black void on the inside of its mouth. As the tune's usual idle animation no longer played, now standing still like a statue, I immediately left the game as I saw it reach out to my tune. After that, I was pretty scared to go play on solo or duo, twinning random runs, even if it meant have to lobby died on floor 4. My friend also has been offline ever since, and I'm still wondering what happened to him. This is definitely better than Sonic.exe. Don't attack me, please. The original one, in my opinion, though, take that as a wish. It's pretty cool. This is based off the Server Blight series, though. There was also a sequel, which I will not be talking about in this video, but will be in the description. Pretty cool. Yeah. The Crimson Bunny is a red coca entity who haunts one person during private and public runs, making them appear crazy to the other players. She appears to be a maroon-colored version of Coca, having a pastel red color on her neck fluff, tail, and scrunchie. The drizzle between her eyes is gone, but she keeps the eyelashes and blush. There's no way to summon it directly, but has a chance to spawn with each run you join. Once it does, it will not target anyone yet. Instead, it will leave a red bonbon in a random spot. When it's visible to your camera, text will appear on the screen similar to license, tempting you to pick it up. When you pick it up, its description will read, Salvation. Once you use it, you have summoned her. She'll only target you. The bonbon will also give a red glow in blackouts. If you don't pick it up or miss it, it won't show up again and you'll have to look for it in another run. If you don't use it, it'll disappear from your inventory after the elevator closes. For the first 10 to 20 minutes, nothing will happen. After a while, odd things will start to occur. The text and sounds will play randomly, even when a Twisted hasn't seen you, and on some occasions, a red vignette might appear on your screen with a heartbeat sound effect, even when you're not in panic mode. This usually stays for 5 to 10 seconds before it fades away. After 20 to 30 minutes, she will finally appear, with the red vignette effect staying permanently throughout her chases. She often spawns far away from you and is only visible on your screen. She will be walking slowly towards you, but as you advance from floor, she will slowly get faster and faster, maxing out the walk speed of a 5-star tune. She is able to phase through objects and walls. The elevator and visible walls will not affect her either, so if the elevator closes late during panic time, she will chase you inside. Once she makes contact with you, your game will crash. When you boot it up again, the tune you will be playing as will be deleted from your inventory. But you will be able to get it again at Day Shop as long as you have the requirements. The skin and mastery they had on the tune will be unaffected. It's reported that she can remove event tunes, which is why it's not recommended to encounter her as one. If you do, leave the game and switch tunes. It's theorized she might have been a planned skin for Coca before getting scrapped and switched for Spring outing. While she may not be visible to other players' screen, you can still record her chasing you without any problem. Without any problems. Make her the easiest creepypastas to get footage from. If you get caught by her while only having one tune, that tune will not get removed. This creepypasta does the bare minimum with dealing with comments. Like if you say, "Marry me, CB," or "Hey comment," she'll just turn it into hashtags. When getting a screenshot for the bomb footage, George 3432111 would inconveniently encounter a black on both occasions with Twisted Fin, and both of them coincidentally enough. Creepypasta by unknown. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like it. It's so I kind of just got chills when it said like they were chasing her, not him. This video is sponsored by me. See, I made a Roblox group. Yeah, I just made it like a while ago. I just rebranded it. This is I never actually added it in a video. I just wanted to like place it here, you know. Sorry for this random stuff. Yeah, you can continue now. Yeah, it's in the description. Okay, bye. Attention Leech takes the appearance of the daily Twisted board, but lacking any information. Attention Leech will spawn in roleplay mode. It appears where the daily Twisted board would, dormant. If left alone, Attention Leech will eventually vanish from the spot. Attention Leech's spawning method is quite interesting. It must be summoned alongside another entity. After you complete the summoning of the original ghost, say any message containing the word Twisted. It should be noted that this message must contain Twisted. It cannot be just the word Twisted alone, as that for some reason does not work. If the summoning of the initial ghost works, then Attention Leech will be summoned alongside it. If it fails, then Attention Leech will not appear either. For this reason, Attention Leech is good to summon alongside more subtle entities. Attention Leech cannot be summoned alongside entities outside roleplay mode for obvious reasons. Summoning another ghost elsewhere, then moving into roleplay mode will not work either. Here are some quotes from the board. Hear the bells toll. Pay attention to posters. Pay attention to posters. Reference to another creepypasta maybe? That train goes nowhere. Please walk quietly in the hallway. Powering imagination. Check your device for weird folders, possibly a reference to that, which will be later in this video. Roleplay mode typically lacks a daily Twisted board, meaning if you see it, it is likely Attention Leech. The only risk Attention Leech could pose is acting like a physical blockade. Attention Leech is ignored by most other ghosts, being treated as just another part of the map. Attention Leech usually spawns at slight angles, but this is barely noticeable most of the time. Sorbal note. I really like this one. I mean, how they make the board a creepypasta. I really don't get that. But that's what it gets for not giving me blot. I hate this board, bro. And finally, Lost Tisha. Similar to her Dangerous counterpart, Lost Tisha is a tissue box. However, she has changed significantly. The entirety of her body is pitch black, and she is much taller and illuminative. Like glowing eyes are the only other feature about her. She canonically has a mouth, but is not present on her design, and it only appears when she wants it to. Oh, okay. I gotta yap. Oh 1 minute, let me grab my blanket. The story begins with a Tisha player with the Lavender Maid skin named Jazz, also known as Jay. She was doing a run seemingly early game. As Jazz walks through the map, Lost Tisha herself would be watching from a distance. Jazz noticed, but Lost Tisha was in a dark area, making it hard to see her. Okay, Jazz would see random dark spots all over the map, and eventually encountered Lost Tisha again, who was hostile this time. She killed Jazz in one hit, similar to Twisted Dandy. In the That's a Wrap screen, instead of the stats being shown, they were all gone, and replaced by a large bold text saying, "She got you." Jazz went into spectator mode so she could return to the lobby, but she saw Lost Tisha herself, standing there. The sighting made her panic and pressed the return to lobby in a rush. And as she returned there, her screen glitched for a bit, in high contrast before it went back to normal. And Lost Tisha was standing at the far end of the hall. No other players in sight. Continuing for part 1. Lost Tisha stood at the end of the hall in the lobby, and she would extend her arms to grab onto the walls to get closer to Jazz. For a minute, Lost Tisha's head was seen in a red backdrop, seemingly holding the camera before it cut back to the game. Only this time in Lost Tisha's perspective. Lost Tisha has presumably left its own body and entered the one of Lost Tisha's tall, perfect body for a new one in a well-conditioned. Jazz rejoined the game, playing as Lavender Maid Tisha again, which is weird because in the last part, she and Lost Tisha swapped bodies. She was in her private server, waiting for her friend Yu. This was recorded while the Christmas event was still ongoing, and in the Christmas tree, Lost Tisha herself was looking down at her inside the tree. By this moment, her friend had already joined. However, it was not Yu, but E, a vintage Gigi. Before Jazz disconnected from the game, she took a screenshot of E asking her if she wanted to do a run with her. Shortly after, E sent Jazz a photo of Lost Tisha chasing her, then saying she had been disconnected from the game. E thought Jazz was playing a trick on her, but Jazz claimed she wasn't, and saying, "It's her again." E seemed to be familiar with Lost Tisha as she responded with
LT.
showing how E already knows of Lost Tisha's existence, however. This was likely E's first encounter with Lost Tisha, since she was confused and thought Jazz was playing a prank at her at first. Skinwalker Gigi is the Lost Tisha's master. She is also made by the same creator as Lost Tisha, that being Cyan. The Lost Tisha is mute, so the "She Got You" message is likely from the game itself or a different entity, likely Skinwalker Gigi. Jazz and her friend E, U, and R are her targets. Jazz is the Lavender Maid Tisha, her dialogue marked with a purple heart. E is the vintage Gigi, her dialogue marked with a green heart. R and U are apparently default Pibble and V. However, I am not sure who is who. They are both revealed in the caption of part 3. However, they have not been seen in the series yet. Like Jazz and E, their dialogue are marked with hearts. U has a red heart and R has a pink heart. Made by Cyan from TikTok! Okay, yeah, that's just it. I don't know what to say about this, but that was like awfully popular. I liked reading this. Yeehaw! Okay, why did I say that? Why did I say that twice? Why? The Subspace Maze, or just Maze, is a hidden and anomalous subplace in Dangerworld. It is a claustrophobic maze only accessible by rare chance when leaving roleplay mode. It is unknown who exactly found Subspace Maze first, but rumors of it have been circulating around since even before roleplay mode was implemented. How it was reached before roleplay mode or if it truly existed is unknown. The Subspace Maze was reached by returning to the lobby from roleplay mode. The exact odds of it being triggered are unknown, but seem to be astronomically low. When Subspace Maze is triggered, you'll simply be transported to it instead of the lobby with no fanfare. The Subspace Maze maximum server is 1, meaning you will always be alone. The player is forced into a first-person perspective and finds himself in a maze made entirely of strange decals that seem to contain Dandy. A loud, distorted version of Claire de Lune will be playing at all times. It is unclear how large the maze is or if it ends, as it is randomly generated every time someone joins. A black fog makes seeing long distances difficult. After wandering for a while, the player might find parts of the maze that are larger in scale. There are 6 tall and wide with blocks strewn around. Occasionally, large unreachable tunnels tend upwards in these bigger hallways. The blocks can be used to dodge and weave. The vertical tunnels are not good to stand under. These hallways should be avoided as they contain dandipede. If the player attempts to open the Roblox menu within Subspace Maze, they will be kicked. Message deleting. You were kicked from this game. You will not find salvation. The evil within your mind bursts forth, consuming you whole. Another soul forgotten to be encased in the wall. Is this a freaking ritual? Hello? What? I feel wrong saying this. I feel wrong. While Subspace Maze, much like any other subplaces, can be viewed with the correct tools, illegitimately means of entering it currently result in being kicked immediately. Subspace Maze has been temporarily removed from the list of subplaces multiple times during updates, but has eventually resurfaced every time. The kick message applies to walls of Subspace Maze may be made to previous players. The kick message also uses the wrong version of the word fourth. This is likely intentional. Sorbono again, hi. I really like this one too. It reminds me of this like old gate. I know what it's called this time. Red Room. It reminds me of Red Room. Yeah! The freaking Roblox game. Let's go. Sharky reminded me. Yeah!
VWeatchesYou.exe is a digital anomaly tied to the character V in the game Dandy's World. Let's go. First documented in a private server. It appears to be an unsanctioned or however you pronounce that, or corrupted version of these assets, triggered under unknown conditions. Reports link it to a possible developer test build or underway's internal event. The event occurred during gameplay in the roleplay section of Dandy's World on a private server. The player entered one of the Toon's character rooms. The player entered one of the Toon's character's rooms and went AFK. During this idle state, a projector in the room activated on its own, displaying an old VHS style tape with distorted visuals. Hang on, I'm gonna close this. Just because, limited time. Displaying an old VHS style tape with distorted visuals. Upon return, the user noticed no immediate changes until they exited the room at that moment. The V icon, visible among other Toons outside, briefly appeared old, faded, and covered in grime just for a second. No other players were present. Within a couple seconds of noticing the icon change, the user was forcibly kicked from the server. Unlike normal V appearances, this version has a corrupted icon and is not selectable. VWeatchesYou.exe never appears during normal gameplay or on public servers. Rumored maybe to be triggered by idling in specific rooms or watching background objects too long. The VHS tape appears randomly but always plays when the player is AFK. The projector event has not been recreated intentionally. The message, "There's another device in your house," has become central to the theory that VWeatchesYou.exe is parasitic or observing qualities. Some theorize this message scans your IP or local network. Oh, that's very surprising. No actual threats have been reported.
Okay, give me the mic. Other devices in their house suddenly booting up. Smart speakers or idle phones reacting to V, such as Alexa, Siri, etc. Unprompted logins, requests from unknown locations, theory titles. Dev test version of V, meant for private QA builds, was left behind in code, only triggered by long idle themes. V is watching. VWeatchesYou.exe has permissions that allow it to observe the player. Real hardware. The tape wasn't for you. The projector sequence is a broadcast meant for someone else. Watching triggers a defense mechanism. Time. Between 3:30 a.m. and 3:34 a.m., make sure step 4 lands exactly at 3:33 a.m. Enter the room, open Roblox, and join a private server. Go to roleplay. Go to R&D's room. The projector map itself will not work. Stand still. Don't move. AFK. Go AFK. Remove your hands from the screen. Place your headphones over your ears if you have them. While the tape plays, do not blink at any face you see on screen. Do not pause the game. If ambient music plays, breathe in and breathe out 3 times, syncing with the melody. At 3:33 a.m., look into your reflection or external screen, the trigger. If done correctly, you may see a flicker of corrupted V icons, on rare occasions corrupted V assets, sometimes her model without animations. A system warning, there is another device in your house. Pressing leave will not work once the message shows up, it will freeze. Turn off the phone computer and leave it. Don't check your phone until an hour later. Some users have reported seeing V flash in certain screens in public servers. It will only show to you. A second TikTok account named vbetafile.var by I think Spoogist. No, back again, Sorville note. This one, in my opinion, is very nice. It kind of reminds me of, like, you know those ritual creepypastas? Yeah, I love those. New note, boyfriend note. Come on, Ethan, come on.
Boyfriend note?
Yeah.
Is this part of the script?
Boy. No, it's not. No. I just made it on the spot. Do it. Just do it.
I love thee.
I was recording. We have been through like 10 of these already. Okay, let's actually get to this one now. Rat has never been directly observed by any players. Rat, based on the photos it takes of its victim, is likely tall, gangly, and extremely flexible. It is also safe to assume Rat is dark in color, allowing it to blend in easier. While Rat might be able to turn invisible, there is currently no evidence of this being the case. Rat will lock onto a victim once they enter the Toon Rooms in a private server. This occurs at random, being extremely rare. The more players there are in the server, the less likely it is to occur. From here, Rat will be able to follow its victim into public servers as long as they are within the Toon Rooms. Rat will hide a new folder somewhere on the victim's device with a non-sexual name, typically being random numbers. From here, Rat will silently stalk its victim, taking photos from hiding spots that are quickly sent to its special folder. These screenshots are 733x733 PNG files called Rat. Victims of Rat will likely not notice it watching them for weeks, if not months. Oh my god. Rat will finally leave victims alone once they open its folder, ceasing to take new photos. All current attempts to record Rat in the act have failed. It only seems to get in positions where photo were not in the view of the camera. If the victim is lucky, Rat can help in hunts by catching other entities in the act of stalking its victims. It'd be a poor quality photo from an odd angle, but a photo nonetheless. While it is assumed Rat ceases stalking when its folder is found, it is equally likely that it simply stops saving photos. Circle note: Rats. TV Toodles, I think. 1 second. Let me like close this. TV Toodles. Ethan, are you joining?
What? Little pet.
Okay. Okay. You gotta be Toodles. You gotta be the junior detective. Like vintage Toodles, I don't know, something doesn't really matter. You're Static. If you hear Static, she's in your server. Okay, let's see.
I don't have volume on my PC.
Okay, it's fine.
I'm so laggy. Do you see my lag?
Yes. Okay. My recording is probably gonna be laggy. Okay, I think we have to wait here. Give me a second. Okay. She'd appear here, right? She'd appear here.
I can just imagine her looking like Sonic fighting Dixie.
Oh my. I am
Toodles EX.
I am Toodles.exe. You better run. Here, I got you some Sprout stickers.
Really?
Yeah. And also Kinger, by the way. You get the Kinger one. Okay, freaking Toodles isn't showing up. What am I missing here? Okay.
We gotta say Toodles EXE.
She really.
Come alive.
Come out, Toodles.
God.
I'm alive. Ooh, come out to play. Oh. I don't think this is working. Myth busted. Doesn't work. It doesn't appear.
Wait, we were recording this whole time?
Yeah. We were recording, bro. What do you think we were doing?
I don't know.
Summoning a demon?
At 3 a.m.?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Totally 3 a.m.
It's totally 3 a.m. It's not like it's like freaking. What time is it? 9 p.m.
Ooh,
Fries.
fries.
Mmm.
Oh yeah, we're in the same house, right?
Yeah, we're in the same house around.
Yeah, she broke in.
Yeah, I literally just broke in and just started recording. Default Tisha. Okay. Default Tisha.
Oh, she kind of left after you left.
Oh. Oh my god.
I'm gonna snatch this bowl, get some fries.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back get some fries. As I was saying, I was gonna summon lost Tisha. It gotta be normal Tisha or lavender skin Tisha, by the way. It might be like 4 or
I
7.
can't find tissue.
Why, you're blind.
Help me. I don't know.
There's a Tisha or something. Search her up.
You can do it.
Yeah. The info might not be true. Please be aware.
Wait, what character do we have to be?
I don't think we could just be whoever we want. Let's be Bobbit and Bossy.
Huh?
Let's be Bobbit and Bossy. Why not?
Okay.
Let's put on Shelly's trinket, so we get a more chances of summoning her, just for the other sort of
Can't
ease.
find her drink, buddy.
Participation.
I'm sorry, I lost.
What will we put Vimo onto since V ignores Shelly and Shelly might be angry at us?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, do you have to make it capitalized?
I don't know. It's lowercase in the other one. Lowercase. Okay, let's copy and paste. Let's copy and paste tall Shelly.
I already copied.
Tall Shelly. Tall Shelly. Tall Shelly.
Fun fact, did you know a French fry can make better music than voice?
Tall Shelly. Tall Shelly.
Do you know that voice gave me even ultramicroscopically looking at coniosis?
What?
It's a lung disease.
Oh, lung disease.
How long does that have to be?
I don't know. Okay, I think this is long enough. Okay, Okay, I'm gonna get suspended, so I'm just gonna stop now.
Here. Let's look around at this.
Let's go around.
La 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 la.
Tall Shelly, where are you? Tall Shelly. Tall Shelly, come out and play.
We already noticed her because she's called Tall Shelly first.
Tall Shelly, yeah. Should we try the second one?
Yeah, you forgot myself.
Oh, that's ominous.
Huh?
That's ominous.
Okay, as I was saying.
Oh gosh.
Oh, shiver me timbers.
As I was saying, if Tall Shelly was 2 feet tall, then Blaze would be shorter than a regular Shelly. I would jump off a bridge.
So what does she look like?
I think she's like really tall.
So, I hope you enjoyed this awfully long video, like 30 minutes. This is like my longest video yet, I think. Yeah, this take a while to edit. Oh my god. This is a bit like kind of a yapping session technically. Anyway, I hope like some people enjoy these types of creepypastas, like, cause like I enjoy them. I enjoy them, you know. Cause you know. I have other videos planned for next week, so stay tuned if you want. Like and subscribe if you want, and see you next time, y'all. Message of the day coming soon.